Well, it's time for duty in Djibouti. It's time for duty in Djibouti. It's time for duty in Djibouti. Doop, 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 duty in Djibouti.
Welcome to another edition of Duty in Djibouti. I'm Staff Sergeant Sara Weeks. Service members from Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti received a 2-day course focusing on civilian and military roles during an international disaster response. Petty Officer Jessica Vargas has more.
The U.S. Agency for International Development and the Office of U.S. Foreign Disaster Assistance hosted a set of Joint Humanitarian Operations courses at Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti. The 2-day course highlights international disaster response best practices between civilians and the U.S. military when supporting foreign humanitarian assistance or disaster response operations.
So hopefully if we learn about the rules of the road, the authorities and the funding that we have now in a classroom setting, then if we do a joint response together, then the staff here at CJTF HOA who could become a JTF in a disaster response, then we'll be able to work better together.
The Joint Humanitarian Operations Course teaches the U.S. military and civilians how to work together more effectively during a foreign disaster response.
There's a distinct difference between the way a civilian side of the house thinks as opposed to military. Sometimes it's hard to branch those two, but I think with this kind of class it helps bridge that gap of being able to work with your civilian counterparts.
The course is given nearly 75 times annually worldwide and has been given at Camp Lemonnier twice annually since 2008. For Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Petty Officer Jessica Vargas.
Up next, follow me to Horst English School, where volunteers help strengthen one of the U.S. Embassy's diplomatic programs. Service members from Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti volunteer their time and services helping students with their English language skills.
Between 10 to 15 volunteers come out 5 nights a week, Sunday through Thursday. We go into the schools, separate it into classrooms, 2 to 3 per classroom, and then we discuss topics that either the students want to discuss or we come up with topics on our own, just to let the students practice their English language skills and hear some native English language speakers speak.
Students and staff are grateful for the support they have received.
Today I'm happy because I meet our Americans in this school. I know more things about English, so I'm happy with this.
These activities not only strengthen the partnership between the U.S. and Djibouti, but provide students with an invaluable skill that will broaden their future opportunities.
We know Lemonnier and the American Embassy, they provided us over 1,000 books, a library. They come here to support our students in orally and in everything, and that this is it doubled the numbers of the schools. Since now, we registered 300 students in this center. This is the biggest and the most populated schools in Balbala.
Our major reason for being here is so that we can help build communication lines between our country and the countries out here. And I think that this is one of the best ways to do it, and it's done by volunteers. It's done by volunteers coming out on their own time and creating that link between the United States and the Djiboutians.
17 students were recognized for completing the English language course with the graduation ceremony at Horst English School. For Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Staff Sergeant Sara Weeks. And now, service members from around the camp have messages for home.
I'm Major Sergeant Actividad, deployed out of Laughlin Air Force Base in Doreo, Texas. I want to give a shout out to my wife and to my 7 children, Amanda, Agustin, Cheyenne, Soledad, Lucero, Laura, Aslan, and Cuauhtemoc. I miss you all and I love you.
This is Aaron McClaskey, deployed from Buckley Air Force Base, Colorado. Just want to give a shout out to my mom, dad, family, and friends. Miss you guys, love my family. See you soon.
Hi, my name is Technical Sergeant Naitisha Quinones, and I'm currently deployed from NAS Pensacola. I'd like to give a shout out to my children, Corey and Desmond, who currently reside in Tampa, Florida. Mommy loves you and she misses you.
I am Sergeant Gonzalez, deployed from Beale Air Force Base. I'd like to give a shout out to my Aunt Erica and my Uncle Terrell in Chillicothe, Ohio. And most importantly, I'd like to give a shout out to my son, Adam Joseph, in Marysville, California. I love you, son, and I can't wait to come home and see you.
My name is Chief Petty Officer Ronald Braun. I am stationed in China Lake but currently deployed in Djibouti. I'd like to say thank you to my wife Laura Braun, who resides in Hesperia, California. Thank you and I love you. Bye.
Hi, I'm Chief Petty Officer Crawford. I'm deployed from Hawaii, and I'd like to give a shout out to my family in Hawaii. I love you and I miss you.
That's it for this edition of Duty in Djibouti. For Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Staff Sergeant Sara Weeks.